called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chargers of Orlando. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First play's a run with Nwangu, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, it's an exciting time here in Central Florida for sure. Orlando's such a growing city, and now it's got a relocated NFL franchise to call home. And I know one group of people who are thrilled. That's the Madden developers right down the street. They're pumped. But truthfully, everyone in this city seems ready to support this team to the fullest. And even the players, everybody on down the line, ready to enjoy this Orlando experience. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Kappa. Ready?
Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
7 Pirates. Hustle.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Nwangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Chargers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job still.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right?
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 49 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. But they get 17 more on that one and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
Here's Stroud. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Ram.
Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Carrying the Wangu. 71 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on. Hey. Tight. Go.
On first down, here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Trap 60.
Stroud looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Point after, right down the middle. And And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go. Ready.
Stroud on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First down, Texans.
Ready.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go check.
Now they try the right side here. They'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Warrior 70.
Stroud now on second down. He's got the connection to Moore. He's got room to roam, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hurt. Hawk 70. Hawk smash. Let go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Texans 17.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Herbert on first down now. And this is caught. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Second and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second down and a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man. and broke the play up.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Kene Nwangu, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depends on the spot there, and he got it, But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Big Lion. Hurt.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, look at the juke. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kene Nwangu, 29 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1 They took care of business with it in game 2.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. And this is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to beat everyone.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, Nwangu shifts by at the 15. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end of the half situation.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And got his man complete. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stroud working out of the gun. Here's a diving catch right side. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Trap 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Aubrey now for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On the give is Nwangu. Powers through. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Seven Pirates, on the ball, on the ball.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Houston. Pulled in at the 24. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They run straight ahead here with White. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ray. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
70 Ranger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Bronco 80.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one's incomplete.
And Stroud now to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Go.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.